Hello.
Oh. Alright guys, sorry about that. We had a small issue. We're going to try to get it fixed. A little bit of a technical error as we come to green here at the Michigan International Raceway here tonight. We'll be right back as the field goes to green this time by. Alright, this is not good.
Green.
All right, back here at the Michigan International Raceway, we are green here at Michigan. Lap number 2 already on the board. Sorry about that intro there, a little bit of an issue with the microphone, but we got it back going right. Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. started on pole here tonight. He's going to have Cole K. Thomas and Fleming right there behind him. They're going to be giving chase here off into turns 3 and 4. Same thing we saw here last night. Oh, what a great racing. Fitzpatrick Jr. leads. Fleming second as they exit off of turn number 3 and 4. Down in the back straightaway right now. Again, this is race number 16 of the 36 race schedule for the NASCAR Xtreme Iracing Series as we continue to run right now. The field working their way through right now through 3 and 4 up front right now. The lead change, Matthew Fleming to go to the front. Fleming now takes over the lead in the number 88 machine. Fitzpatrick and Robert and Matthew Rush all back here as well. Everybody going to be on top of each other right now. We expect to see that here for the first little bit. So the tires start to wear 3 wide. Ryan Bean, that car is going to be in the middle of 3 right now in the number 93 machine. Great racing. Mid-pack right now, 3 wide, 4 complete of the scheduled 100 here tonight. Jared Taylor right there as well. That's the 58 of Jared Taylor trying to work his way forward. Experience last night over in the Smoking Tires Cup Series we covered last night. Taylor's got some experience. Fleming, he has experience as well from that event. So I expect the 88 Beer Nut machine to do really good. Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. drops the second. Ryan Bean, Matthew, and here's Cole K. Thomas there as well. 5 on the board, first 5 laps down here at the Michigan International Raceway. Field all over one another right now. 5 completed the 100. Double file receptor. Second, Thomas Fitzpatrick Jr. Mix behind them, Dustin Stallings car out of shape. That's the 78 of J.R. Miller. Miller gets out of shape. He's going to have Hernandez working the middle with high line for him. Ryan Bean there, Jerry Kaler, James Catrone, all right here in the mix. What about Philip Mominex in the Exalta, number 88, kind of in trouble as well. Matthew Fleming leads down the front straightaway once again. Fleming leads, followed by points leader Cole K. Thomas, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., Matthew Rush, J.R. Miller, Patrick Hernandez, Jared Kaler, Ryan Bean, all right there in the mix as they head off with their number 2. Field nose to tail. Here comes Catrone, Dustin Stallings, right there as well in that number 93 machine. David Hall there as well in the 21. Let's hop on board. David Hall's number 21 Mountain Dew machine jumps to the bottom of the racetrack. Great run on the inside line. Again, we're going to be 6 complete here tonight of the scheduled 100 at Michigan. On board right now with Mr. David Hall back here in the 11th position as they run. Everyone else hanging on. Matthew Fleming out front, having a great run in that number 88 machine. 1/10 of a second over teammate Cole K. Thomas. Trying to run him down. You see the teammate right there, nose to tail. 7-100 complete. Couple of cars back in the back. Catrone, Miller, Ryan Bean, Dustin Stallings, all right there in the mix as well as they exit turn number 4. All over one another. Stallings trying to put some pressure now on Catrone. He'll drop back on the inside line. Everybody hanging on down the front straightaway here. Great racing up front. Not 6-100 complete. Now 8 on the board. God dang, we're going to have a car sideways on 1 and 2. Great save. I think that was a 78 of Miller that got yacked around sideways. No, it was not. It was the 19 machine of Hernandez that got clipped there, ended up sideways and held on to it. That MSI machine right there, Toyota Camry. Racing hard with Miller here, and again, race number 16 of the scheduled 36 on the season. 10 to go to the playoffs, time ticking short. Here as they roll into turns 1 and 2, Fleming out in front. Cole K. Thomas right there behind him. Thomas, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. jumping to the bottom of Cole K. Thomas right now. Matthew there in the mix. Jared Kaler there as well. Man, a lot of these Texas family racing cars up front. You don't expect anything less from this group. Fleming leading the charge right now in the Beer Nuts number 88 Camaro. Behind him, you're going to have Hernandez. Everybody going to fall in line. Dustin Stallings there as well as Ryan Bean. James Catrone there as also in the mix. We go to put the first 10 laps of this race in the books this time by. Big battle right here mid-pack. Here off of turn number 4, double file up front, Fleming and Fitzpatrick Jr. Double file. The 3 will come over on the left rear quarter of Fleming right now, trying to pull that car back. Cole K. Thomas, Matthew Rush side by side behind them. Dustin Stallings, Fleming, Hernandez, Miller, and Bean all right there as well. Fleming leading right now. Great job by Fleming. Thomas second right now. 11 of 100 complete. Fitzpatrick Jr. third. Taylor fourth. Rush fifth. Stallings sixth. Hernandez seventh. Up front right now, Fitzpatrick Jr. fighting his way through. Fitzpatrick Jr. on the bottom. That's Cole K. Thomas holding that P2 spot right now as they head into 1. Oh, the 3 trying to look to the bottom lane of Fitzpatrick Jr. Great run there on the bottom. He'll draw side by side. Both all these cars though behind Fleming and Thomas. As right now here 12 of 100 complete. 12 of 100 in the books right now. Everybody hanging on down the front straightaway. 13 on the board. 13 of 100 complete. Cole K. Thomas setting second. Fleming leading right now. Jared Kayla there as well. Dustin stalling there. Great run for stalling. It's Patrick Jr., Patrick Hernandez there as well. Hernandez hanging on. Good run there in 6th. Matthew there in 7th. Ryan Bean running 8th right now. Bean hanging on right now in 7th. Rush 8th. 9th is David Hall in the mix at the moment. 14 of 100 already complete here tonight. Looking to put the first 15 laps on the board right now out front. It's been Matthew Fleming in front of Dustin Stallings. Cars still all over one another here for the first few laps of this race. Going to put 15 on the board. $15 of 100 this time by. Hanging on right now, 15 on the board. Let's go crank it up here tonight. All right, everybody hanging on right now. 16 on the board. Fleming leads. Cole second. Fitzpatrick third. Jared Taylor fourth right now as they continue to run. Matthew Rush. Dustin Stallings. Ryan Bean right there as well. 17 of 100 complete here tonight at Watkins, or at Michigan International Speedway. Great racing right now. 17 of 100 in the books. of 100 complete here tonight. Everybody hanging on up front. Matthew Fleming leads the way right now. Fleming having a great run. Cole K. Thomas, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. all in this top 10 as well as we complete what will be lap 18 this time by here at the Michigan Raceway. One car out of the line there. That's the 3 of Fitzpatrick Jr. Kind of getting shuffled out here by the Texas Family Racing crew on the top side. Easy does it. That's going to get tight. Down through here, Dustin Stallings, Ryan Bean right there as well as we exit down the front straightaway once again. 18 of 20 on the 18 laps complete of the first 20 here. Again, scheduled to go 100 laps. Your race distance here tonight. Everybody hanging on. 20 on the board this time by. Everybody hanging on right now. 20 of 100 complete. 20 of 100 complete here at the Michigan Raceway. Great battle right now, 20-100 in the books out front. Matthew Fleming leading. Cole K. Thomas second, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., Jared Kaler, Matthew, Mr. Hernandez, Ryan Bean there as well. Right now, it's 21 on the board of 100. So right now it is going to be 22 of 100 laps complete here at Michigan Raceway. Right now, Matthew Fleming leading. Right now, everybody hanging on. 25 of 100 complete right now. You see him nose to tail. Great racing back there in the back of the pack. Moenex back there as well, trying to work his way forward. Right now, it's going to be 25 on the board. Fleming, Rush, Bean, Hernandez, Stallings, Hall, J.R. Miller right there, Cole K. Thomas there as well. Fleming leads the way right now, 25 going on the board with Fitzpatrick Jr. sitting in second at the moment. Matthew Fleming leading the way, 25 laps of green flag racing so far to Michigan International Raceway. Fleming out front, Fitzpatrick Jr. second, Jared Kaler third, Rush fourth, Hernandez fifth. So right now 25 on the board, Fleming still leads the way in this one. Hernandez back there as well. Great run for Patrick Hernandez. The 11 machine there. Jared Kaler in the mix. Fitzpatrick Jr. up there. Great racing as you see them working their way through. Now cars on pit road just after 25 complete. First car down is Patrick Hernandez. So first car down on pit road, Hernandez at 25. Fleming up front right now. How far will he go? And again, we have about 10% less fuel here tonight than we did last night. And that's why you're seeing these pit stops at around lap 25 versus last week where we were running roughly 40 or so laps per run. Fleming now to pit road. Green flag pit stops ensuing. Here we go. Four fresh tires. Watch Jared Kaler. Kaler made a stop last night, made a mistake. See what Kaler can do here. Can he hit his box perfectly? Last night, he had an issue on pit road at this very same racetrack. On pit road here for Jared Kaler. Green flag stops this time around. Perfectly in the stall. The 11 in front of him looks to be having to back up again. Pit road issues at Michigan, this time for the 11. Wow, big deal. He'll get back on pit road, off of pit road. The 11 going to lose tons of time, but Matthew there having some issues. Now out on the racetrack is Kaylor Fleming, everyone else. .28 to 100 complete this time. By back on the racetrack. Right now, Ryan Bean trying to hang on out front in the 28 machine. Made a stop a bit earlier than everyone else. Here comes David Hall. Tons of momentum. He's going to make the move for second. Battle all over one each other for second. Great racing here tonight. You have to say, what a night it has been here at the Michigan International Raceway. Everybody hanging on right now down the back straightaway, 28 to 100 in the books. Ryan Bean out front doing a great job maintaining the race lead right now. Great job at the moment. Everybody fighting their way through. Up front, Fleming and Ryan Bean leads the way of this race. And right now, everybody continuing to hang on, 29 on the board. Great battling up front. Jared Kaylor right there as well. Jared hanging on to his fight in the 58. David Hall, Patrick Hernandez, Stallings there as well. J.R. Miller, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., Cole K. Thomas, Robert, Matthew, and Clint. And Philip Mullinex back there in 13th. Ryan Bean leads the way still here at the Michigan International Raceway. Ryan Bean leads the way, Fleming second. Everyone else follows through right now. 2.7 seconds the gap after the first round of stops at lap 25. Hernandez, Stallings, J.R. Miller in the mix. Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. there as well. So these guys doing a wonderful job right now. 36 to 100 on the board tonight at the Michigan International Raceway here this evening. Great racing out front right now. 30 to 100 complete here this evening. Again, 31 to 100 complete here tonight. Sorry about that, folks. We've got a small hiccup here. Everybody hanging on, 32 to 100 complete here tonight. So everybody still continuing to hang on, 32 to 100 in the books here at the Michigan International Raceway. Great racing out front right now. There is the three of Roberts. Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. having a great run. As we all continue to play early. Yes, 33 and 100 in the books here tonight. Still continuing to run right now. You got Miller, Fitzpatrick Jr., you got Ryan Bean there as well as Matthew Fleming up there in the mix right now. Ryan Bean leading the way right now, Fleming second. Taylor, Hall, Hernandez, Miller.
The yellow flag is out.
Back straight away, that's the 78 of Miller. Into the inside wall. First caution of the night, 34. Complete here. Yellow is out. Yellow out here tonight. Caution is out. So caution out here. Let's take a look at what happened to Miller as the yellow came out. So the yellow came out here for Miller. And take a look at what happened as this caution waved. It was Miller right there in front of looked to be the 3 machine. Oh, just got the fence, gets turned around there down the bottom lane. Oh, hard into the fence. So Fitzpatrick Jr. right there with Miller. One more look here as we have the first yellow of the evening. And let's talk to the C here one more time. Looks like Fitzpatrick Jr. has got a good run here to the back bumper. Miller gets the fence. Ends up collected, ends up spinning down the racetrack. Caution again out here tonight. Wow. So everybody will hit pit road here at lap 36. First caution of the evening here. 36 of 100 complete here tonight. Let's get ready to talk to one of our drivers here. See what they have to say. Man, what an unfortunate incident there. I want to get to see what happened here. And let's try Cole K. Thomas once again. Hey, Cole K. Thomas, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. How's your experience working tonight from last night? Obviously, the fuel load a little bit different. Running roughly 25-30 laps here versus last night. You was in the 40s. How has that helped here tonight?
Honestly, I don't think it's helped us at all because we more so have long run cars, and with everyone pitting and them being able to take tires, it's hurting us on long run.
Yeah, and you know, like you said, lesser runs and whatnot. Like you said, I don't think we're going to see you guys get spread out either, like we saw last night.
No, I think this entire race is just going to be us being really close with this package. This package is a little bit different from last night, but in the end, it should act out all the same.
Well, there you go. Well, at least you got some experience, right? From
Yes,
last
sir.
night. Maybe it'll carry over here. Of course, leading the points lead in this, or points in this one's going to be a big deal. You're about to go back green, so I'm going to let you go. That's the luck to you and Texas Family Racing tonight, bud.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay. Alrighty, folks, as we continue to rock and roll here at the Michigan International Raceway here. What has been an interesting race here already tonight. We run 37 of 100 complete here this evening. Man, oh man, what a night we are seeing here this evening. Green flag getting ready to fly. Ryan Bean up in front. The 28 machine leading the way in this one. So, Here we go, 38 on the board, coming to green this time by. Everybody
Green
gonna
flag,
get ready to
green
go back.
flag.
Green flag racing. Green flag in the air once again, back underway here at the Michigan Raceway. Ryan Bean up front, and Philip Molinek, Selinger, Philip Fleming there as well. David Hall back there, all in this top five. Patrick Hernandez, Jared Taylor, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. back there, as well as Cole K. Thomas. So everybody hanging on, 38 of 100 complete. Ryan Bean out in front. Right there, you're taking a look at Cole K. Thomas. We just talked to him in the 66, running 8th right now. Bean back up front. Bean leading the way here. Great run for Bean. Everybody fighting their way through. 39 of 100 complete on the board. Bean, Fleming, David Hall all up front in this one. 39 of 100 complete here tonight on the Michigan International Raceway. Again, 39 of 100 complete right now. Ryan Bean leads the way. Matthew Fleming in second. David Hall back here. Patrick Hernandez, Jared Taylor, Matthew Rush, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. all in the mix. All right, everybody hanging on. 40 of 100 complete. So right now, Ryan Bean up in front, leading the way. Fleming there in second. As we run right now, Bean out in front. As we continue to run right now, again, 41 of 100 complete. Here at Michigan right now, Ryan Bean leads the way. Right now, Bean up front, hanging on. Right now, Ryan Bean hanging on, leading the way. Leading the way here tonight. What has been 42 of 100 complete here. Bean and Fleming battling for the race lead. There goes Fleming. He's going to make the pass. New race leader, give it to Matthew Fleming. So Fleming leading the way right now, doing a great job, hanging on at the moment. And the field continues to run right now. Up front, that is Fleming hanging on at the moment. Matthew Fleming leading the way as everybody hangs on. So right now, everybody fighting their way through right now, doing a great job in this race here tonight. What's been a heck of a race already for these drivers here. So again, we continue to run here tonight. Great racing right now. Everybody hanging on at the moment. Oh, hang on to it. Being out of shape off of turn 4. He's going to get collected. Everybody else will somehow grab a handful of race car and keep it straight here. Great job. Everybody involved to keep that car clean here as they run 3 wide behind them. So everybody had to hang on there. It was a great job grabbing a hold of that race car here. And we're going to fall back here. He'll fall to 4th, but he saved that race car. in an instance where I felt like he probably may have not been able to do that in some of these other packages. This higher spoiler definitely helped him bring this car back from the brink of destruction there for a moment. Everybody fighting their way through right now. It's going to be 45 of 100 complete here tonight at the Michigan International Raceway. Here on Xtreme Film TV, roughly halfway in this one. 9 complete in this run, about 15 laps to go before we'll see pit stops here. Taylor back out front, Hernandez back to second. Everybody hang on, Taylor out in front, leading the way right now. 46 of 100 on the board. Right there, but hang on, trouble behind them. It's a 3 in trouble. Into turn 1, Hill gathering up again. Another great save. That time for the 3 machine heading into the corner, up sideways. Grabbed a handful of race car, straightened it back out. Texas Kelda in the chat. And newly Mary Van in the chat pulling his team on. Jared Taylor up front. And Texas, if you can hear me, let me know how the new audio settings sound. I've adjusted some audio settings just to let me know, brother. Appreciate it. 47 on the board of 100, and Tex, I know you're in chat. After you get back from your wedding and all the fun stuff, I need to meet with you, man. I'm looking to buy some streaming equipment. You know a little bit more about that than I do, so I need to talk to you about that. But right now, everybody up front, Taylor leading the way. 47 of 100 complete this time by here at the Michigan International Raceway. Taylor up front, there's the 19 Hernandez all over the back bumper. Great racing right now as we head for 1 and 2. 48 of 100 in the books. We are halfway at Michigan. Turn me up a tad. Okay. I'm going to turn B up just a tad. Okay. Okay, I should be turned up a tad there, Tex. Let me know how it sounds now, buddy. Everyone, lap 49 on the board of 100 right now. Up front, Jared Taylor leading the way. Taylor out front, 19 middle, 3 wide. Look at the slide here. Great racing all the way around. 3 wide to 19 in the middle of Hernandez, trying to hang on to that machine as well. Hernandez hanging on, great battle here with David Paul, along with the 7 machine there of Clint. Great battle, mid-pack, 50 on the board, 50 to go at Michigan. Jared Taylor out front, behind him, Matthew and Fleming there as well. Great battle all the way around the racetrack over the first 50 laps of this race. Pack racing here tonight. Hernandez to the bottom. There goes Hall ripping the bottom. He'll slide up in front of the 88 Beer Nuts machine, or the 66 of Cole K. Thomas. And to check up for him just a bit. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, what a night here at Michigan International Raceway. 50 of 100 complete. The 19 machine, Jared Taylor out there as well. Great battle, 3 wide right now. There's the 21 coming to the bottom. Great battle. Jared Taylor out front. Fleming rushed in second. Stallings in 4th right now. What about Cole K. Thomas? Points leader right there in 5th. Hernandez 6th at the moment. Top side 51 and 100 complete. Now what a battle down the back straightaway. Once again, car on the outside wall. Deep in the pack. Looks like that might have been Molinex on pit. Well, Molinex on pit road at the moment. Fitzpatrick Sr. there as well in the 48. What about Jared Taylor hanging on out front? Teammate Matthew Fleming right there behind him. Texas family out front dominating this one here over the first 52 laps of this event. Just past halfway here tonight. So just past halfway here at the Michigan International Raceway. Everybody continuing to rock and roll single file right now. The single file it is up front. And like I said earlier, we talked to Cole, and me and Cole discussed the fact that last night in smoking tires, they were able to get spread out. With these shorter runs here, I don't think we're going to see them get quite as spread out as we seen it last night. I think that's going to be the difference here for these drivers here tonight. Field up front, 54 on the board of 100 here tonight. Right now, Jared Kaler leads the way. Everyone else hanging on down the back straightaway. Single file, Patrick Hernandez there, as well as Cole K. Thomas. Clint and David Hall there having a great run. Jordan Stencil and Ryan Bean inside the top 10. Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., J.R. Miller, and Robert Fitzpatrick Jr. in the 3-car has dropped to 13th. Philip Mullen-X here tonight in 14th. Taylor leads, Fleming second, everyone else single file. Now a Carl down out of the line. That's going to be Cole K. Thomas trying to look under the 19. Great racing all across the board here tonight over the first 54 laps of this race. Taylor leads, Fleming second, Rush third. That's the way they'll run. .55 on the board. Right now is Kaler now leading. Teammate Fleming, let's hop on board with teammate Fleming here. Holding serve in second, the Beer Nut Machine. Right on the back bumper, the TFMG 53 or 58 machine right in front of him for Texas Family Racing. Boy, Texas Family right on top of everyone else. 55 on the board, 45 to go in this one. So 45 here complete. Kaler leads, Fleming second. Great battle up front. You see the field working their way through into turn 1. 3 wide there for fifth. It's going to be Cole K. Thomas, Hernandez in mix with David Hall back here and Ryan Dean. Great run for him as well. 57 of 100 complete this time by. Great racing right now. 57 of 100 in the books here tonight. So again, 57 of 100 in the books here for the Michigan Raceway. Clint right here holding on to the 7th, 8th spot, now 7th. Stallings there dropping like a rock. What is going on here? David Hall and Stallings both on pit road. 4 tires of fuel for these two drivers here. 21 complete in the run. You look at Jared Kaler out front here. Right now leading the way. 58 on the board this time by. 58 on the board this time by. Everyone else single file at the moment. Everybody hanging on up front. Great battle. It's going to be Jared Kaler, Matthew Fleming leading the way. 58 of 100 on the board. Great racing so far up front right now for Jared Kaler, Matthew Fleming, and everyone else. Hernandez there as well. Thomas, Jordan Stencil in the mix. Dustin Stallings right there also in the mix as well. So 58 of 100 complete this time by here at the Michigan International Raceway. So right now as we run 58 of 100 complete here tonight from the Michigan International Raceway here. Again, we're looking at 59 of 100 on the board. Jared Kaler out front continuing to lead. Everybody back in the pack. Cole K. Thomas, some of the drivers back here battling it out along with Patrick Hernandez. Now to the bottom of the racetrack running the lower line. Trying to pick up a spot, but Jared Kaler leads. Fleming second. Rush in third. Hernandez fourth. Thomas fifth. Stencil fifth. Or sixth, excuse me. And that's the way they run right now over the first 59 of 100 here tonight at Michigan. Folks, we'll be back here in just a moment. Enjoy some cranking up here at Michigan. everybody back here. 64 laps in the book. We have a new race leader. It's Ryan B. in the middle of green. The flag stops here at the Michigan International Raceway. Bean snuck a pit stop in there. 8 laps to go. He'll take over the race lead. Hall will move to second. Patrick Hernandez third. Roberts Fitzpatrick Jr. in fourth right now. 65 100 complete here at the Michigan International Raceway. Again, 65 100 in the books this time by everybody fighting their way through right now. Again, a 65 of 100 complete here tonight. Everybody hanging on right now. 65, now 66 on the board. Bean leads in front of Hall here in round 16 of the 36 for the NASCAR Xtreme Iracing Series. He's going to run right now. Everybody hanging on, having a great run here, fighting their way through 66 and 100 complete here tonight. Great racing so far here tonight at Michigan International Raceway. Everybody continuing to hang on right now up front, doing a great job leading the way here. Right now, there's tail line Bean leading the way in this one. Everyone else hanging in there as well. Right now, everybody hanging on. 67 100 complete. Up front, line Bean, David Hall right there in the mix as well. Great racing so far. So great racing. Bean up front, David Hall second. Patrick Hernandez in third right now, hanging on up front, just fighting their way through. At the beginning of this one, Fleming, Dustin Stallings, Jared Kaler back here as well, looking to try to move his way back forward. After 68 laps at Michigan, Kaler running 6th. Everyone else around him, top side, here comes Matthew in the 11. 93 of Stallings, Kaler back to 5th. So Kaler back to 5th right now. Stallings there also in the mix, running 7th, trying to gain back some spots. A little bit different pit strategy here. Hall here can go about another 12 laps till he will have to stop. Let's do some math here, because I think this is about to get interesting. Going down to the wire here in this one. Everyone hanging on right now at the moment as they fight their way through 69 of 100 complete here tonight. So 69 of 100 in the books. Right now, David Hall leading the way at the moment. Fleming and Bean right there. Hall out front, Bean second. Fleming third, Hernandez fourth. Kaler in 5th. So this is going to get a bit interesting here with these tire strategies with 30 to go here. This time by, we'll see 30 laps to go. Average run about 25, so everybody will have to pit one more time. It's just going to be a difference of when do you make the stop. Do we see a green flag late or a yellow flag late, or do we run this thing out to green? Hall, Bean will be the first two that will have to come down, along with Fitzpatrick Jr. back there in 10th in the third number 3 car, who is falling off as well. It's going to be pit strategy time here. Now, Fleming, Kaler, Thomas, they can go about 7 laps further overall, and then these front 2 drivers can. They got about 7 laps more fuel in the tank. So with 29 to go, definitely a little bit of fuel mileage going to be played here at the Michigan International Raceway tonight as they continue to fight their way through. Right now, there's a 66 of Cole K. Thomas. Hernandez there in 5th, or in 6th. Matthew 7th. Thomas right now hanging on, having a good run right now on board Cole. Right behind the 53 or 58 of Jared Kaler, and along with the 88 of Fleming. So those teammates 3rd through 5th right now as they fight their way through. Car low back straightaway. Patrick Hernandez trying to make a peak. Can't do nothing. He'll have to fall back on line as well. Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., Dustin Stallings up there as well, having a good run in the mix also. One car low and slow on the back straightaway. We'll try to get a number on that vehicle that was low and slow. It's going to be Philip Molinax. He has blown the motor. He's going to be off the racing surface. Now, we do have race control here tonight. It's going to be interesting to see what they elect to do here. Is this car in a way? I don't think we're having pit stop cycles, so I wouldn't move it in the way as of now. But definitely, if this was in the middle of a pit stop cycle, this could be a problem if we were having pit stops, but luckily we are not. Phillips is going to make it to pit road safely out of the way. We will stay green. The unfortunates of Philip Molinax continues. David Hall, meanwhile, fighting Fleming for the race lead. Fleming going to go by Hall. He's got fresher tires. Here comes teammates as well. Fleming to the race lead around Ryan Bean down the front straightaway. Fleming back to the race lead here with 27 to go at the Michigan Raceway. So here we go, 74, 100 complete here to Michigan International Raceway. It's Matthew Fleming leading the way. Kaler second, Colgate Thomas third, Bean fourth. That's the way to run, but David Hall in that top five as well. $75 of 100 complete here tonight. Fleming leads the way right now. Fleming leading the way at the moment. Matthew Fleming in the number 88 Beer Nuts machine continuing to hang on. $75 of 100 complete. Fleming leading. Taylor second. Colte Thomas in third. That's your effort up front. Top three, Ryan Bean. David Hall in that top five as well in the 21 machine. Holden Sutter right now as well, running in that fifth position at the moment. Lap 76 on the board, 25 to go. We're roughly 10 away from these race leaders pitting here. We got one car on pit road full of Philip Molinax right now. Again, on pit road with that blown engine. He's going to be pretty much out of this event here with 25 to go here tonight.
I am out of it.
Great racing as they hang on down the back straightaway right now. Everybody fighting their way through.
Oh, I'm sleeping there.
Here. And I think we got him. Yep, Philip's in the booth. Didn't hear him for a minute.
What's going on?
In the booth. Hey, Philip.
Hey, what's happening?
I didn't hear you there for a minute, buddy. What's up?
Not much. Done. Blew a motor. I don't know how I did it.
Well, how'd you manage that?
I don't know. I was running some laps up high, testing out some things for our next Michigan race, so I can improve a little bit. Got the speed right. Had a clean car.
Clean car, but just didn't get a good finish, huh?
Yeah, I got caught speeding coming out of the pits, so had a server penalty. And then after that, I was like, all right, let's test a little bit, see what we can figure out for our next race, and then we'll go ahead and go from there with it.
Well, as we talk about speeding, we got Bean on pit road, Hall on pit road. Final stops happening right now, Phil. You know, we've seen one guy make a mistake earlier on pit road. Not the easiest thing to do. The 28 locks the brakes up and backs it up. The 28 of Ryan Bean, problem on pit road. Second time we've seen it here tonight. He'll get this car jacked up and fueled here, and could have been a lot worse. He got it kind of back in the stall pretty quickly. But
yeah, he did. That was
kind of impressive. Now my eyes got to go to Jared Kaler right here in second. He's going to hate me for bringing this up again, but again last night in a very high pressure situation, teammate Colgate Thomas, along with some of these TFR machines, well, they made a boo-boo coming to pit road, and it was cold last night. TFR, that's one of their things they're going to have to watch out for tonight. Don't make that mistake on pit road here late in the going because you don't have time to recover.
Yeah, I think it's great we're seeing all these green flag pit stops tonight. The few cautions that we've had.
Well,
You can't beat this.
It's just sad that a certain sponsor is not watching this one.
Yeah.
But man, what a great race. Fleming out
This
front,
is.
Taylor second. Here 80 of 100 complete. Coming to 20 to go tonight here on Xtreme Sim TV. Here this evening, we got cars on pit road. Cole K. Thomas coming down. I'm going to keep my camera on Jared Kaler because Kaler has, again, in the last 24 hours, made a mistake on pit. Thomas and Kaler, both I've been told, has made a couple of mistakes on pit road. We seen it out to Thomas last night. See what happens. Make sure Thomas got on pit road clean. See if Kaler has any issues. Well, with 20 to go here tonight, it's going to be interesting, Phil. I don't think we're going to, knock on wood, if we don't see a caution here tonight, this is going to be an interesting end of this race.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun race to end with. Just, you know, different drivers, different stages, different strategies tonight, man. It's fun.
Fleming leading the way right now. Thomas in second right now. We got to give a big shout out here for the first race to our brand new race control handling duties tonight. Done a great job. I was wondering what we was going to see when you blew that motor. You were right there in pit road lane entry, and I have a feeling if we'd had a green flag stop there, that would have been a caution. But luckily, we weren't in the middle of green flag stops.
Yeah, I was hoping I wasn't going to be in anybody's way. I was just hoping to get it back to pit road and not bring out a caution. I love that this race stayed green. It's had, what, one caution tonight?
Right, yeah. And here's the thing, it's been one caution. With the new race control, I kind of feel like a vibe. I might be wrong, but the way this particular race is being officiated is, if there's a car in the way in danger, he will throw it. Otherwise, he is not going to.
Yep.
And, you
Yes.
know, that's the thing we got to keep in mind now with a live race admin. If there's a car on pit road in trouble, guys, and it's blocking traffic, that could be a yellow. So it doesn't have to be necessarily on the racetrack. You know, if a car is a danger to others, that could warrant a caution right there. And I just think having a race control that the only job they have is sit there to do that, I think that's a good investment, and I think it's paying off for the league tonight.
I do too, and you know, he set the standard tonight in our drivers meeting, and I think everybody's gun-ho about it. We're all excited about it. It's like a new league right now with the way these rules are setting out. I think everybody's on board with it and loves it.
Fleming, pit road here. Let's see what this 88 Beer Nuts machine can do. Can he finish off his cycle? That'll leave one car and Jared Kaler to make a pit stop. Then we're going to be done with stops for the evening. The 88 pit road, nice and smooth. Could have been worse, but it did a pretty good job getting it locked down there. And that's hard, getting down pit road, making up time on pit lane, but not messing up your entry is a lot harder than it looks. So if 17 to go with the Michigan International Raceway right now. Kayla Hernandez there up front. You know what, right there trying to hang, or Jared hanging on Patrick Hernandez. Man, oh man, what a fight. 5 laps into the run for Hernandez. And again,
What a great run for him too tonight.
Yeah, Hernandez having an awesome run. We're going to keep an eye on Kaler here. He should be to pit road in the next 3 to 4 laps. And we will see what he cycles in relation to Hernandez, which should be just shy of 15 to go. He's the last car that has not made that stop. He's in his own island. He's hoping to see a yellow. But again, I just don't see it coming out here. We're strung out, and I think we're going to be good to go here. So again, it's 15 laps to go here tonight. Kaler Hernandez up front, great battle up front of the pack. Hernandez leading the way, Ryan Bean in third right now. Hanging on, good run for him as well. So everybody hanging on here. We'll see how this final round of stops sorts itself out. And I think, you know, as we wait on Kaler to hit pit road, being 3/10 of a second behind Hernandez, but he is coming in that Sony number 28 machine. Taylor's still on the racetrack as well, not stopping yet. A little different strategy out of Kaler. Didn't expect him to run this run quite as long as he is elected to run this number 58 from Jared Kaler. Still out there turning laps, man. Kind of different. Didn't expect him to go quite this long. The 15 lap down. Well, Phil, as we hit round 17 next week, a little over halfway through the season. Man,
Yeah.
You got 9 races to the chase. What do you got to do to get your machine back up front?
I basically gotta have a good run at Daytona road course. I've really improved on my road course racing. I think that's a strong point for me. That and having a good run at Atlanta. It'll be our second time there. I have some notes for Atlanta, so we're gonna see if we can put the number 8 car hopefully in victory lane at Atlanta.
Yeah, and I think here's going to be the hard part. You know, Texas family here this year has pretty much been the Hendrick Motorsports of the series. Just absolutely on a tear.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to put a stop to Texas family racing tear here. And I don't know who that's going to be. You know, yeah.
Ryan Bean's been up there doing good. You got Bob Fitz Jr. in the number 3 car doing really good too. He has 2 wins, sorry, to our league. So I mean, it's anybody's race, to be honest with you.
Well, I would say that, but the problem here is, I think we're going to have to see teams other than these Texas family guys. I think teams are going to have to get really organized here. So,
yeah, and our PMR team's starting to get there. We got Patrick Hernandez is a part of PMR, and he's up in 2nd right now. So, I mean, I can't ask for any better result right now.
As we were talking there, the 66 Cole K. Thomas threading the needle to work his way through traffic. Here comes Thomas under Bean here. Cole back to the front, a little bit fresher tires. Contact with Hernandez. Bean getting back by Thomas, got out of shape. Man, oh man, now remember, leader right now, Jared Kaler out there on the island by himself. And I honestly think Jared's in trouble. He's going to come to pit road here. But with only 10 to go this time by, I don't know if this strategy's going to pay out. He'll hit pit road. Hernandez leads. It's going to be Bean in 2nd when they cycle through. Rush back here in what would be 3rd. Now Hall to the bottom, 3 wide. He's looking for a position. This is a dogfight when this thing cycles through. Coming down to go this time by. Well, boys, or rep out your 50 mil rifles, man. You got a dogfight like an air-to-air combat up here. You're gonna have to fight your way through. 9 to go. Kaler off the pit road. Bad call for Kaler. I'm usually don't say nothing on calls, but that call not going to pay out for the 58. Stayed out way too long.
Yeah, I think he might need a caution to even get back into it.
Yeah, definitely. Coming to 9 to go. We got a battle for the race lead. It's Hernandez, Cole K. Thomas, and Ryan Bean, your top 3 here, and Cole K. Thomas going to drive that 66 machine to the bottom. Clear Hernandez. Don't worry about what's in your rear view mirror. Look out the front, because that's all you can do right now. Just keep looking out the front windshield, because it's going to be a mess behind you. 9 to go. And I tell you what, you can't block here. Blocking here is a recipe for disaster.
Yes, it is.
The runs
it really
are so
is.
big, and if you throw a block, you're more than likely going to get turned around. Not that I turned somebody for a win in a super late model race earlier today. You know, I don't know anything about turning people for a win.
No, not you.
I totally left hooked him. Cole K. Thomas leads the way. 8 to go. To be fair, it was trying to move him up the racetrack that turned into a lot more. But, you know. Ryan Bean right there on the bottom. Coming for P2 here tonight. 8 to go.
Man.
This time by.
Look at this awesome run by David Hall, too. I mean, David Hall's been showing up here lately. He's been doing great.
David Hall sitting right here, man. This is going to be a 5-car battle. And we talked about Jared Kaler and that late pit stop. He is
Yep.
faster than the field by about 5/10, but I mean, he is 4.6 now back. I don't see him in 8 laps making
No.
it work as we got a battle for the race lead once again. It's going to be
Yep.
Dean and Thomas. Man, oh man, what a fight up front. Hernandez, big bump draft top lane, got that top lane moving, 7 to go. Into turn 1 and 2. Cole K. Thomas back out front with help from Hernandez. Bean not going to be holding on. Again, guys, I'm going to keep an eye on Kaler as well because he is a 2.5 faster now than the field with those fresher tires. He has chopped the gap to 3.3 with 7 to go. He is coming. Wow. Who would have thought that the tires would have meant that much at this part of the run? He is coming. Hernandez all over for the race lead. Man, oh man, this is going to be, ooh, Bean jumps out of line, 6 to go. Well,
Wouldn't that be something if he came back and won?
yeah, after I called him out for a bad pit strategy.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not normal, right? Taylor, 7th. 1.9 back. Well, rip me. I can see what's coming here. He is hauling.
Yes, he is.
66 machine of Cole K. Thomas. I think I need to go back and edit out of me saying a couple of things. 1.2 for Taylor. If he can get to this pack, he's going to have 5 to go. He's going to have to knock his way through quick. But
He is, yeah.
Look at the run down the front straightaway. He is there. He'll go to the top of the 11. Matthew trying to hold him off. Can't do it. Coming to 5 to go. Contact with a teammate. Reese think they don't like that too well. A little bit of contact with a teammate. You never want to see that. Down the back straightaway here. Man, oh man, Hall's going to fall back. These boys are in trouble. Those tires are nice. Being to the bottom of Hernandez. Trying to take the low lane. Trying to run where they're not.
Oh my goodness, here he comes.
Oh my goodness.
3 wide for the lead.
Well, rip. There goes Kaler. Yep, there he goes. Wow. Strong race car.
What
here.
a strategy, though. What a strategy for him.
That took some guts. I'm telling you. Look at him just drive by the field. See ya. Kaler to the race lead. That took some PG rated words that I can't say right now because that was wow, holy moly. Well, Taylor to the race lead. The battle now for second between teammate Cole K. Thomas, Matthew Fleming. There comes Hernandez there as well. 3 to go. Taylor stretches it by at least half a second down the front straightaway. Trouble front.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Flag.
Caution out. And we're going to have a green and white checkered finish. Not what Taylor wanted to see. And here it is. It was his teammate Cole K. Thomas getting hooped around here. And I cannot believe with 7 laps different was what was on those tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. 7 laps different.
Well,
that was weird, crazy.
Now here we go. This right here is where it's going to get real crazy because how many guys have fresh tires left?
Well,
Are they going to go in and pit for him?
You would have to. I mean,
Yeah, to beat Taylor, yeah.
You got them, use them. Yeah, Hernandez is right hook to 66 coming right at you. Man. Well, that is not what the 58 wanted to see. That is going to be interesting. So now, lights on the iRacing pace car. We'll get ready for a green-white checkered attempt here tonight. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I know we've had quite a few green-white checkered attempts this season.
Yes, we have. We really have.
So we're going to get ready for yet another one. Jared Kaler, great strategy. Just not what you want to see here for Jared Kaler.
No, and I think Dustin Stallings was in that wreck too.
Ooh.
He's missing a whole front end of his car.
Stallings, big front end gone. He's on pit road. That car is pretty much hot tamale right now. And field down pit road. So here we go. And look at this. I don't see a car 1 staying out here. Nope, we're all coming. Exactly what you had to do if you was going to beat Kaylor. Everybody down pit road. Now it's going to be for Jared and Cole and some of the guys up there. Don't make a mistake on pit road. Kaylor, great into his box. The 11 into his box fine. Does anybody take 2 and try to pull the switcheroonie on these guys? I don't think so. Kaylor, the car is going to come down. 4 fresh tires for that car. He'll be off of pit road. The 88 with him here as well. Kaylor will lead off of pit road here. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have a green light checkered shootout from Michigan. All right, back here at Michigan International Raceway, ready for the restart. Kaylor, Fleming, teammates front row. Row number 2, Matthew Rush, David Hall, Clint, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., Ryan Bean, Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., Mr. Patrick Hernandez, and Cole K. Thomas. Round out your top 10. Well, now Cole's going to drop a little bit further here as he's back on pit road. So he's going to drop to 11th. We'll see what race control does here, because we're not exactly everybody stacked up. Thomas on pit road, but he does have damage. He did go back down on his own free will, so
yep.
Shouldn't, probably won't. I won't say shouldn't, but most likely won't be a delay here. Lights are still off on the pace car. Time running out for that decision to be made. I think we're going to be good to go. Everybody that didn't elect to go back down, well, they're going to be free and clear to go back green flag racing for a 3-lap dash. Green, white, checkered at Michigan. Kaylor had it running away. Now he's got to defend. Does he have the car to make it happen? Ready, green flag.
Green flag.
Underway here at Michigan. Great start by Kaylor. Great jump. Now you just have to defend it 3 wide behind them. Bean trying to find a way in the 28 back through the 7 up the racetrack of Clint. 48 to the outside of him, 3 wide mid-pack. Hernandez trying to find a way through as well. Hernandez, he's got quite a bit of damage here. Do we make it?
Yeah, he does.
Flag? That's going to be the question here. Kaylor leading, teammate behind him. And you would love to have a teammate right there on your bumper in this situation, a little bit of a buffer. Looking for the white flag this time. Bean, contact high up the racetrack, but the white flag flies. It was a 7 getting in the back bumper of Bean. 1 to go here at Michigan. We're going to finish it either way. Fleming, Kaylor. Fleming to the bottom of Kaylor here. Hall trying to take advantage of this. I don't know if I'm teammates, if I'm going to go side by side here. This is going to slow both of them down. Hall, big run. Nowhere to go. Fleming throws a bit of a block. Now almost 3 wide.
Oh, we have a penalty on the 58. Changing lanes. He just got a black flag here.
Flag on the racetrack. This means Fleming, Hall for the race win behind Kaylor. Coming to the checkered flag.
Who's going to win this?
David Hall to the bottom. Fleming topside photo finish. I have no clue who won this race.
Let's see what the result says. Matthew Fleming.
Wow. Wow, oh wow. So we got to take a look at one. Okay, we got a lot to unpack here.
So, from what I'm understanding from race control is, the 58 switch lanes before the start-finish line.
So we're going to take a look at that in a moment. First off, let's take a look at this photo finish for what would turn out to be the race win here tonight as I came to the checkered flag. Wow. Look at him in the fence. Just one more time here. Alright,
I'll be right back. I gotta run out of the booth real quick.
10th, or he's got to go handle some league duties. Here we go to the start finish line here. Fleming by a fender. Look at the start finish line sideways with Hall just that close for a win. Now let's go back to Jared Kaler. Let's go back to that restart if we can. All right, we got to go see what happened as we go back a bit further. All right, so again, you cannot change lanes to the start finish line. Taking a look, coming to green, coming to green, coming to green, coming to green. Green flag is out. Oh my goodness. Wow, we got to go back to that again. That was so close. Again, I want to take a look at this to where everybody understands you cannot, under no circumstances, can you change lanes before the start finish line, even if you are the leader. That's just the way it is here. And I feel for Jared. I mean, but you know, it's gonna be a tough situation here. Let me see. As we go back, we're trying to get back to that restart one more time. I can't really find it. So stand by, folks. We're going to bring back that restart here in just a moment. So give me just a moment to do that. Folks, we'll be right back with more coverage here live from the Michigan International Raceway. I cannot believe that. So let's see.
Hey.
Yo, hang on just a second. We're in a holding pattern for a second. I'm getting some replays ready. Yeah, boy. Alright. Alrighty, folks, we're back here. We're going to take a look at this penalty, a race-deciding penalty for Jared Kaler. And I just got word the flag will stand. So we do have a decision, so we don't have to make a decision here. But what we can do, we can take a look at it here and let you guys at home see the reasoning that the black flag flew for the number 58. Boy, this is going to be an interesting conversation all week long. So here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to show it to you in extremely slow motion here as they were coming to the green flag. And what we're looking forward here is the start-finish line under that bumper. He takes the restart. Everything is going to be good here. And you're going to see this car jerk to the right there. One more time, we're going to go back. Once again.
Yep.
Slow this thing down as low as we can. And again, you can see he's still to the good right here. He's hanging on. As soon as that car moves lanes is where this call is going to come from.
Yep, because it was explained today by the new admin that, hey, we're going to stay in lanes before you can change lanes after the start-finish line. So that is what that's what we decided on today, and everybody was okay with it. This new admin made sure that was it. That's the call. That's the way it's going to be. And
I'm looking here.
I mean, and you know, the call will stand.
10-4.
I hate it for him.
But man, was it close?
It was close.
I mean, it was by feet. Wow.
It was close. It was close.
He is literally, folks at home, he literally makes the transition as we come to the start-finish line.
Yeah.
Close. And here's the problem. We're going to break this down from an admin point of view. The call stands. We know this, right? But as you enforce this rule, the interesting part as a broadcaster is, where is the start-finish line deemed crossed? Well, simply, he was a half lane up. You know, would I call it a full lane up? Maybe not. But definitely a half a lane at least in front of the teammate before he's finished, hit that start-finish line. Nevertheless, that's the call. Kaler will come home 11th.
Yeah,
wow.
And I hate it for him, but you know, I mean, when you agree to the rules from our new admin, you got to stick with what you agree with. We're not gonna, you know, he made sure to let everybody know you cannot change lanes before the start finish line. So,
all right. Well,
and I'm gonna have to say, everybody there said okay, and agreed to the new rule, and so it's gonna stand. And these are going to be the rules for the whole season. That's what we all like about this new admin. He's straightforward. It's, you know, rules are rules. It's something that we're going to have to learn. And if he wants to talk and if Jared wants to talk to Justin will be more than happy to talk to him. I think Justin did a great job. Tonight's race was good. I think, you know, they'll have to figure it out though.
And format. Well, folks, we're going to take a break. Get ready to do our normal interviews. Phil, I'm going to let you go for a minute and get ready to do normal interviews.
Yes, sir. Yep, and we'll head on up to my crew.
Alrighty, back here once again here at the Michigan International Raceway with Matthew Fleming, officially as the call stands your race winner here tonight. Matthew Fleming, getting a win here tonight. I'm sure not the way you wanted to be in a teammate, but nevertheless, you're going to go to victory lane here tonight.
Yeah, that's right. You know, feel bad for Kaler on it, but hey, we're in victory lane, so I mean, I'll definitely take it.
Well, another win for Texas Family Racing. Great race you had tonight. You know, Kaler made that big move, made that tire strategy, then the caution flag flew, packed everybody back up. You two worked together quite well. Obviously, you didn't. Maybe you did realize you were battling for a win there at the end between you and David Hall. The contact coming to the checkered flag. Did you honestly think that Hall was going to get you there?
When we crossed the line, I could have swore he had me. I mean, that was a heck of a battle right there in itself. I mean, I don't blame any contact, and that's checkered flag racing right there. I would have probably done the same thing. I mean, I give him credit on that. But, oh yeah, when we first crossed, I thought I showed in second. And then finally I realized it was first, and I was so pumped.
And for man, we did a great job battling with David Hall here at the very end, and you two put on a show for these fans. And what was a hectic, crazy finish to this one?
Yes, it was. It was really feeling really good sitting up front there most of the night. Yeah, I just can't get over it. I felt really dominating right there, and man, yeah, that finish has me going.
Well, Mr. Fleming, anybody you'd like to thank before I let you go?
Oh yeah, we want to give a huge shout out to Beer Nuts. We got MK2 Aerospace, Douglas Distributing, and then TFMG, and of course Team Owner. You know, we can't do it all, or we can't do anything without those guys. You know, yeah. They put on one heck of a car. It was a great fast number 88 Chevy Camaro tonight, I tell you what. So I'm very appreciative of them, and want to thank you for all your broadcasting, and you're doing a great job. And oh yeah.
Well, great win, Beer Nuts, for the win here tonight. Congratulations, Matthew Fleming. Beer Nuts number 88 machine to victory lane. I still gotta go buy some of those. I've been attempting to buy some of those like 5 times in a row now and never got them yet.
Oh yeah, I've bought plenty so far.
10-4, man. Well, I'm gonna holler at you later. Congratulations, Mr. Fleming.
Hey, thank you, sir.
All right, let me get Mr. P2 in here, David Hall. Hey, David Hall, Matt in the booth got a copy.
Yes, I do.
We're officially rolling P2 here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, by the skin of somebody's bumper. Yeah, that was one of the. I don't know if it was the closest finish in Monday, but I'm gonna say it was.
6 1,000ths of a second, buddy.
I'm not gonna wreck somebody for a win, but I'll do the my teammate Ryan Bean. I got to give him some credit. He did the pitch strategies for us. That last caution, I was like, we got to take tires and, you know, shoot it out. Started fourth on the last restart. And coming down to the wire, I just decided to do the Kurt Busch, Ricky Craven coming to the finish. You know, try to get him up in the wall just a little to slow him up a little. But it kind of didn't work to my advantage. The wall kind of bumped him back down, and he got his nose in front of me. But we got to give a shout out to Matthew Fleming. I mean, he ran me clean there in the final corner. Matthew Rush, he ran me clean. So I can't. The two Matthews ran me clean, and I enjoyed it tonight. It was fun. It was awesome.
Well, great job, man. Congratulations, P2 here tonight, Mr. David Hall. Anybody like to thank?
I'd like to thank my wife for allowing me to do this. I think a lot of guys in here, they thank their significant others for allowing them to take Monday night to race. I do this for fun. I race in real life. I race a legend car. It's nothing like this, but racing with your buddies and you know, having fun on a Monday night is all worth it. And I also got to thank my 2-year-old Chase. He loves watching me do this, and I've got a few wins, not a ton. I think I can count all my wins on one hand, but hopefully him watching this and we practice on it a little bit. Hopefully he can come in here one year and just show me how it's done and just dominate and do a lot better than I will ever do. So I got to thank my wife and my son. So those are the two that helped me out the most. And Phil, obviously, for putting on this league. It's a great league. It's fun. You, Matt, for coming on and broadcasting. And then obviously all the guys that race here, without them, we couldn't have a league. So that's about all that I can think of.
10-4, man. Well, I'm going to let you go. Great job here tonight. P2 here
Appreciate
in Mr.
it.
David Hall.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that's going to do it from Michigan. Thank y'all for coming out here tonight for the NASCAR Xtreme Iracing Series. Until next time, it's been Matt in the booth. We'll see you next time.